Hi everybody, I'm Matteo. In this video I'm gonna talk about some basic notions about pizza. So it's not gonna be a recipe. I just want the people to know the ingredients and how they interact with each other, how they work each other. So there are 4 ingredients for pizza plus a couple of optional. The very first is, of course, flour. So which is the right flour for pizza? Well, we classify the flours following the W index. So what we care about flour is W. W is a number. It can be from 170 W, very low, up to 400. So low W is called weak flour. High number W is called strong flour. Weak doesn't mean bad and strong doesn't mean good. They are for just different purpose. So with weak flour we can make fresh pasta, cookies, things that don't need to leaven. Fresh pasta, you make the dough, let it rest 20 minutes and then you can roll it out and eat right away. The strong one is perfect for long time leavening products. For example, the Italian Christmas cake, panettone. Panettone is a traditional Christmas cake in Italy, and it is a long time rising, up to 3 days leavening. So you want a flour that is very strong because it needs to work, to rise for 3 days. And the dough is the panettone dough is very heavy. Plenty of eggs and raisins and butter, so very heavy dough. Of course, in the middle of weak and strong, there are a lot of medium strong flours, which is what I prefer for pizza, also for bread. Of course, it's possible to make pizza also with strong flour. There are good aspects about it and bad aspects about it. So my favorite flour is the medium one. As we talk about W, in here the weak is 170 and the strong is 400. So the medium one, I mean about 300 W, 280 to 300. The things that makes the difference between the weak flour and the strong one is the gluten. Basically, gluten is a protein and is the elastic part of the dough. The second ingredient for pizza dough is water, which is the right water, basically anything, any water. Okay. Sometimes I hear people saying things like, oh, in Naples the pizza is good because of the water, in New York it's good because of the water. No. Okay. If you are skilled, you can make pizza with any water in the world. I mean, well, still water, okay, not sparkling, but still water, perfect. What makes the difference is the amount of water. How much water? When we describe pizza or bread recipe, we start from the flour and then all the ingredients in percentage related to flour. So for example, for a basic round pizza, the pizza on the plate you eat in a pizzeria, that is medium low water inside. So it is about 60% for a traditional round pizza. The round pizza on the plate you eat in a pizzeria. But it's possible to use also much higher percentage. For example, for the pizza tray, which is very traditional here in Rome, for the Roman is minimum 75 up to 80% water. With lots of skills and the right flour and the right tools, it's possible also to make 100% water. It means 500 grams of flour, 500 grams water. But for a basic round pizza, like in pizzeria, I would go for 60, 62, 63%. When we talk about the right water for pizza, another myth is the temperature of water. Okay, some people say you need warm water. It is a myth. Cold water is perfect. In my career, I witnessed amazing professionals making pizza with ice cold water, with ice cube inside. So it is definitely a myth. Our water, very important what really makes the difference for pizza and bread is, of course, is yeast, which is the best yeast. There are a lot of kind of fermentation in the bakery, in the bread making, in the pastry. For bread, the most used are sourdough starters or dry active yeast. So this is what we use when we make bread, pizza. But honestly, the best yeast for pizza making is dry active yeast, not sourdough. Sourdough is much better for bread or panettone or any products that you want to store and keep it fresh and good for several days. Dry active yeast is perfect for pizza making. How much yeast? Well, it depends on how long you want your dough to leaven. Here in Rome, we like long time fermentation, long time leavening. Therefore, we use a very low amount of yeast. So the percentage of yeast is maximum 1%. It's 1% on the weight of the flour. It means that if you have 500 grams flour, 1% yeast, it will be 5 grams. Just a little amount, because especially in Roma we like long time fermentation, so we don't want our dough to start leavening too quickly, too soon. The fourth ingredient for pizza dough is salt. Usually we add salt as the last ingredient because it can damage the yeast. So we want the dough to absorb the yeast first and then the salt. Fine sea salt is the best. How much? 2, maximum 3% is enough. And then there are a couple of optionals, which is olive oil. Olive oil is very good. It gives an amazing texture to the dough. Unfortunately, if you need your dough hands-on, it will be a little harder to knead by your hands. If you have a machine, it is much easier. So I suggest to add olive oil if you can knead with a machine. 2% related to the flour will be fine. Another optional is sugar. White sugar, brown sugar, honey, and other kinds of sugar is an optional because some people use it in order to feed the yeast so it can start quicker. If we want, as I said, a long time fermentation, a long time leavening, we don't want our dough, our yeast to start so quickly. So there is no need of sugar if you want a long time fermentation. So these were just a few basic notions about pizza and about the ingredients of it: flour, water, yeast, salt, sugar and olive oil. In next videos I'm gonna share with you some recipes so you get to try it at home. Thank you, see you next time.